Hello and welcome to the Lilac Lounge Barbershop and Salon. It is very, 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 very nice to meet your acquaintance. However, before we proceed, I simply must request to see your reservation. Thank you very much. Your reservation for one premium hot towel shave and trim. Wonderful. Yes, we had an unfortunate bout of individuals arriving to our shop claiming to be one person, but in all actuality, they were someone entirely different. Now, of course, since we work upon a invoice basis, we would find ourselves charging individuals for services not rendered, services which they did not receive, and I think you can understand why this was a business faux pas, something that we wished to avoid, and thus we began issuing reservations. Yes, when you own such a high-class and prestigious establishment as the one which we operate, there are always going to be people who wish to acquire the services which we provide without providing fair compensation. This system helps to alleviate that and allows us to guarantee you and only you and particularly you our high-class luxury services. Now, I see on the back you have filled out all of the requested information: name, invoice, address, banking information and such, and yes, wonderful. You even did subscribe to the Lilac Reverie ASMR YouTube channel. Wonderful. We really do appreciate it. Well, now that that is all in order, we can simply set that to the side. Thank you so much for coming here this evening for what I promise you will be the most refreshing, the most relaxing, what will be the most premium hot towel shave you have ever experienced, and the most detailed trim and freshening up of the hair which you have ever experienced. Yes. This is going to be a very, very positive experience for you, okay? I know it to be true. I absolutely do. Now, of course, you've had a seat in one of our exceedingly comfortable Italian leather chairs. Italian leather chairs. Not to say, of course, that the chairs are stuffy, or that the chairs are, sometimes leather can be too warm, too cold, hold too much body heat, etc., etc. Our chairs are made special for us. We have them custom made to be exceedingly comfortable and to be exceedingly well ventilated. Yes. So we guarantee that this is the most comfortable barber chair you will ever sit in, and perhaps even one of the most comfortable chairs in general, which you have ever had the pleasure of sitting in. Yes. We here at the Lilac Lounge take great pride. We take great pride in providing the most high class, the most premium services to only the upper echelon of society, okay? only the most premium services to only those particular individuals of a degree of wealth, status, however you'd like to define it. We serve only clients like yourself and guarantee that you will leave here looking your best and feeling your best. Okay? Wonderful. Now, let us get just a brief examination of the skin, the beard, the hair. Just in general, we're going to just take a brief inventory of everything, as it were, and ensure that the products which we'll be using for you today will be those most tailored to your skin type, any particular sensitivities you might have, etc., etc. Okay? Now, as I'm just palpating and examining the skin, don't worry, this process doesn't require any pressure. Just a brief inventory of everything, okay? Perfect. I would like to mention that all of the products which we'll be using today are made in-house, especially for us. They are completely of our own recipe, of our own design. We guarantee that they will be the most luxurious, that they will be the most premium, yes, that they will be the most premium products which you have ever had the pleasure of using. And of course, you get everything we use today as a gift. A complimentary reminder of your experience here, and perhaps incentive to book us again whenever you acquire a shave or trim, or perhaps full-on styling if you would require it. Okay, so your skin, beard, and even a little bit around the eyes, a little bit dry skin, okay? Nothing to be concerned about, nothing that anyone other than a seasoned and extraordinarily well-educated barber like myself would notice, okay? So no need to be worried. Nobody is out of the corner of their eye catching your dry skin and noticing it. No. Just me, because I am examining you quite closely, and because I have the trained eye to notice these things, okay? Good. Yes, now that we've inventoried, and there's a little bit of redness too, a little bit of redness around the temples and around the neck as well. I don't think that your skin is particularly sensitive. I don't think that it's particularly sensitive, but we're going to take these items into account. For some of the different services which we render, some of the different items which we will be utilizing, there are different options, right? So we might be able to use one serum over another. We might be using one particular cream over another, just to ensure that everything that we're providing you, everything that is going on to your skin, and treating the beard, everything that is going to make this service particularly luxurious and lavish for you. No ill effects. For the skin, nothing that you'll be noticing tomorrow, but perhaps most especially, nothing that in the moment is going to feel unpleasant or irritate the skin in any way. Okay? Excellent. Now that we have the examination out of the way, we will begin the shave, but we will not begin the shave before I have offered you a drink. Okay? You didn't think we would allow you to sit there parched, did you? Of course not. No. That's not the type of establishment that we are. No. Absolutely not. we want to cater not just to your hair and beard and skin, but to your well-being, to your relaxation. We want to cater to every aspect which makes an experience enjoyable. You might be very relaxed. You might be exceedingly well taken care of in the beard department, but if your thirst has not been quenched, if all of the various health, well-being items haven't been taken care of, the experience will always be somewhat unsatisfying, just falling short of perfection. We here at the Lilac Lounge hold perfection as our minimum standard, and in every capacity we hope to exceed perfection. So, allow me to offer you a drink. We have bourbons, scotches, whiskeys, we have all manner of spirits, wines, waters, anything which you could desire, sparkling, still, anything. What sounds good to you? What sounds satisfying? I see. Perfect. In that case, allow me to offer you a glass of Johnny Walker Blue Label. This is a rather expensive and premium Scotch. It's a blended Scotch whiskey. You'll notice, once I remove this stopper, you'll notice an aroma, vanilla, hazelnut. It's delectable. So why don't we get you a glass of this premium spirit? And it is rather early still, so we will begin with just a little, but if you require any additional throughout the evening, you have but to ask. It'll be readily provided. Here you are. Now, as you are sipping on that, taking it in, allowing it to sit on the palate, you'll notice caramel and hazelnut notes, top notes, and then a smooth and smoky finish. It is a very special spirit, something that I really, really enjoy. One of my favorites, to be completely honest. And something that I think you will really, really enjoy. Now that we have you all taken care of, in terms of thirst, we can begin the shaving process. I'd like to begin just with treating a little bit of the dryness and a little bit of the redness that I see around the temples and just under the eyes, just above the cheekbones, okay? Now for this, we're going to utilize a serum, a particularly hydrating skin serum that we here at the Lilac Lounge had specifically developed for us. This is chamomile and aloe. The chamomile will calm the skin, will calm some of that redness and a little bit of that irritation that I'm seeing. And the aloe will hydrate everything. So just under the eyes, it'll be nice and hydrated, and this will really just refresh the skin, wake it up, as it were, and prepare it for the treatment, okay? With your permission, I'd like to administer the serum. Wonderful. Now, a serum such as this is quite powerful, so no more than a few drops. There we are. Now, we're just applying this just to the temple, down to the cheekbone, and just under the eyes. The skin around the eyes is quite sensitive, so we're using very, very gentle movements. your skin is gobbling that up. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to let that just absorb a little bit more into the skin. And while we're doing that, I can talk to you a little bit about our deluxe pre-shave oil. Now, pre-shave oil is administered, of course, before a hot towel shave. And what it serves to do is soften the beard and mustache, as well as allow the razor to glide through the hair of the beard and mustache, just that little bit easier. No tugging, no pulling, maximum comfort, all thanks to just the barest bit of pre-shave oil. And do not worry, despite its moniker, it is not in any way, shape, or form greasy, not oily, nothing like that. Only the best. It's a very, very sheer substance, and only the barest amount is needed. This is sandalwood and eucalyptus, wonderfully scented and very potent. Now, I'll just apply a bit of this to the beard. And no more than a few dabs of that are necessary. Here we are. Just massaging this into the beard. Okay. And the mustache. Ensuring that it is fully absorbed and that it is down even to the root of the beard. After all, that is what we'll be shaving down to, correct? Wonderful. And of course, just trimming the mustache. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. That has already given the beard just a little bit more of that shine. Now that we've applied the pre-shave oil and the skin hydrating serum, we will now administer a hot towel. Now this hot towel has been steamed, and it has two purposes. First, to open the pores and allow the pre-shave oil to fully absorb into the beard. The second purpose is to ensure maximum comfort while we allow that pre-shave oil to fully absorb. After all, we could simply sit here for a few moments, but in order to accelerate the process and to ensure your comfort, a hot towel is utilized. Now, I'll simply wrap the hot towel around the beard and up over the face. Wonderful. And just allowing that to sit for a few moments, allowing the steam to penetrate the skin, opening the pores and allowing the hair follicles to fully emerge. This, of course, is done to ensure the closest shave possible and the most luxurious shave possible. Excellent. You're doing very, very well. Very, very well. Wonderful. Okay. How was that? Pleasant? Of course it was. Wonderful. Now that the shaving oil, pre-shave oil, has been fully absorbed, we can move to the application of the shaving cream. Now, the shaving cream is administered using a boar bristle brush, okay? Now, the boar bristle brush has been allowed to soak to the point of saturation, as you see here, and this is done for two reasons. First, it allows the boar bristle brush to be a little bit more manageable and controllable, and the second proves to be more effective when whipping up shaving cream. Now, why do we utilize shaving cream as opposed to shave soap or shave gel? And the answer is that we use all three, but it depends on the circumstance, and it depends on the skin type with which we are working. We're simply going to allow the lather to fully mature and form. Now, the reason that we use shaving cream for skin types such as yours is because shaving cream tends to be a little bit better suited for drier and more sensitive skin. Shaving soap, while the traditional choice for barbers for centuries, a little bit more. While the traditional choice is a little bit more hard wearing on the skin, and it doesn't provide some of the same comfort that shaving cream does. Now, there are individuals who absolutely swear by shaving soap and request that we utilize it. To those individuals we cater. But for you, I believe shaving cream is the best choice. Our shaving cream is, of course, scented, and it's a sandalwood scent, very, very refreshing. Helps to just elevate the experience. Very nice, mature foam. Now, we administer our shaving cream by transferring it from the brush to the hand. This does a few things. First, just ensures the health of our clients, and second, it allows me to better feel the landscape of the beard before we begin trimming and shaving and shaping and everything. So, I'll begin applying this now. Very nice. Excellent. You're doing very, very well. And no need to resist anything what I'm doing. No need to try to help me. I know how to reach everywhere that I need to, especially during the shaving process. Some people try to extend or emphasize a portion of their face. Do not worry. I will be able to reach it. I will be able to move the skin how I wish. Okay? So don't try to help me. Just sit there and relax, just as you are now. Wonderful. Okay. Now, you might expect the shave to begin now. It's not the case. This is only the first application of shaving cream, the first of two. Next, we're going to administer another hot towel to fully lock in the moisture, fully lock in the shaving cream to the beard. Then we will reapply shaving cream and then begin the shave. I know that this may seem like an awful lot of steps, but I guarantee this is to ensure the most smooth, the most luxurious shave possible for you, okay? So, as I request with all clients, I simply request that you trust in our process. Now, this hot towel is going to be administered to the beard only. The beard and neck. Alrighty, and of course covering the mustache. Perfect. And while that is sitting, allowing the moisture of the shaving cream to lock itself into the beard, while it's allowing the pre-shave oil to do its work, while it's allowing the skin serum to do its work, and while you're so relaxed, let us enhance that relaxment, shall we? With just a brief shoulders and arms massage, okay? Excellent. I'm going to turn you around. There you go. And just lean back. This is going to be very pleasant, okay? Just lean back. Now I'm just working the shoulders, working out the tightness and the tension of the day. individuals like yourself, you make an awful lot of very stressful decisions throughout the day. You do an awful lot of very intense, very important work. We, however, do not want you carrying that tension with you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We want this tension to just evaporate while you're in the Lilac Lounge, while you're in your own personal corner of paradise, okay? Excellent. So we're doing our best to work out the tensions of the day, massaging the shoulders and down to the shoulder blades, down to the shoulder blades. Just working that area with the thumbs and the palms, working that area. And now down to either arm. We carry a lot of tension in our arms, I find. Lots of tension in the arms. And we want to do our best to alleviate that. Yes. Excellent. Just massaging the biceps, the triceps, joint of the elbow, getting that to loosen up. Yes. Alright, I'm going to take your right arm and just let me have the elbow, okay? Wonderful. We're just going to move that. Yes, do a little bit of movement up and down and to the side, just to allow the elbow to loosen itself, okay? Doesn't that feel nice? Of course it does. I've been doing this for an awful long time. Wonderful. And now, over to the left elbow. Same thing. And we're working the shoulder at the same time. We want all of the arm simultaneously to kind of release itself. Good. Very good. Excellent. Alright, I'm going to turn you back around now. And now we're going to do a little bit of work with the forearm and the hands. So I've just taken the forearm, this side, and we're just doing a little bit of stripping. Stripping is just taking the thumb quite like this, and just moving down, stimulate the muscle, and allow the blood flow, healing blood flow, to reach where it wasn't previously. Sometimes when the muscles are so tight, and everything is so tense, the muscles are not able to allow proper blood flow. This technique allows everything to loosen itself. Perfect. Now massaging the palm, working the palm and the wrist, and just giving the wrist a little bit of a wiggle. Just a little bit of a wiggle in order to allow it to loosen. Okay. Working each finger, same manner, just allowing it to loosen, move. We're just stimulating movement. And back to the palm. Excellent. And now the other side, same technique. Massaging the forearm, front and back of the forearm, allowing the blood to flow. And there's firm pressure but not extreme pressure. Okay. Perfect. Down to the palm and the wrist. And we're just giving the wrist a little bit of a wiggle. Good. You're doing very well. Some people, individuals like yourself, are so used to being in control at all points to try to resist the massage. But massage is healing. Each finger now, just working each finger. And it's going to allow you to perform better, with a clearer head, with less tension, with a clearer head the next day. So it's only to your benefit to allow it to work its magic. Excellent. Now, I believe that hot towel has just about done its work. Excellent. Very, very good. Now, let us apply the second treatment of shaving cream, okay? Does that sound acceptable? Good. And again, just mixing to ensure that all of the boar bristle brush has foam, like so, and extracting that foam so that we can apply it directly. I haven't noticed any bumps, any blemishes, or anything to avoid, but this is always good practice. This allows a barber to get a sense of the geography of the face. Lesser barbers, or those less skilled, may believe that, oh, I'll simply dab on a bit of shaving cream with the brush. No. This is the moment where not only do you get to provide a little bit of additional massage to the client, yourself in this case, but also get a sense of the geography, the landscape of the face, any bumps, bruises, blemishes, anything to avoid. Wonderful. And now once more, the beard is fully prepped for shaving. Now, in traditional fashion, all barbering is done with a straight razor. In this case, we use a straight razor with a replaceable blade, more hygienic than its single blade counterparts, and it allows for a sharper and more precise shave. No need to be constantly re-sharpening the blade of the razor. Even if it has been treated, they still will dull over a period of time. This razor, since we replace it for each customer, always sharp. Now, let us begin. Perfect. And we're doing two things. We're shaving, but we're also shaping the hair of the sideburns and of that area around the face. Perfect. You're doing very, very well. Remember, don't move. I will move the skin if I need to. Don't try to help me out. I'm a professional. I know how to move the face and how to keep you safe. We have not had a cut in this shop for over 8 years, which is coincidentally when I took over as head barber. Yes, I'm very, very good at what I do. We're working now down to the jawbone, and down to the chin. Now again, we're merely shaping the mustache, but the rest, clean shaven. And we mean clean shaven. We want the smoothest possible shave. A shave you'll still feel days later. You'll feel the difference, because there is a distinct difference. Alrighty, just tipping the head back and working now on the neck. Always shaving with the grain. If we were shaving against the grain, that creates opportunities for irritation of the skin, and it tends to cut the hair actually too short. Remember, we have done everything in our power to have the hair as exposed as possible, the pores as open as possible, and the hair follicle as exposed as possible. To cut it too deep, right, to cut against the grain, would be to cut the hair in a way that it's going to be difficult for it to grow back. And in growing back, it may create blemishes or skin irregularities, which would have otherwise been avoided, and as smooth a shave achieved if the barber had just shaved with the grain. So that is why we shave with the grain. Now, over to the other side of the face. Again, shaping, and shaving. Yes. Down to the jawbone, and the neck, down to the neck. And we're going quite far down the neck. Everything has been very well prepared for this. So again, you do not need to worry about any nicks, any cuts. That simply is not what happens here. And now on the chin, once more. Now, let us shape the mustache just a little bit, to keep it very nice and well-formed. You have a very well-formed and well-executed mustache. But the hands of an experienced barber can take even the most well-done facial hair and execute it, elevate it just a little bit to that next level. Perfect. You're doing so well. You're doing so well. Very nice. And now just a little bit of cleanup. Very nice. Again, allow me to move the head and the skin. Everything that I need, I have the ability to do. So you don't need to help me. You do not need to help me. Okay. Wonderful. How is that feeling for you? Very, very good. Excellent. Now, despite our extensive preparations, the skin, when shaved, has a bit of a propensity towards irritation and redness. This is simply an occupational hazard, but worry not, because the application of a cool towel, such as this one, which is just one of the steam towels which has been allowed to cool and been allowed to become very refreshing. Yes. Calms this redness, calms this irritation, and that, along with a few additional products which we'll be using, will ensure that you can walk out of here today and there won't be a soul who knew that you looked any different, right? Because the shave will look so natural and the skin will look divine. Wonderful. Allow me to just wrap the skin of the beard and neck. Perfect. Alrighty. And up even, yes, around the eyes. And just providing a little bit of a massage around the temples. You've been doing very, very well. Around the temples and the hairline. Just taking any tension, any remaining tension out of the face. You're doing so well. Perfect. Allowing the cool towel to refresh, to soothe the skin. You're doing so well. Excellent. Thank you for allowing me to administer that. And already we can see the skin has begun to soothe itself very, very well. To assist it in that endeavor, we have our soothing aftershave balm. This is a mandarin scented balm, and it complements the sandalwood wonderfully. We've affectionately termed this balm Mandarin Dreams. It has mandarin top notes, obviously, and then a bit of a musk base. Very, very attractive and very suiting for an individual such as yourself. So, just a bit. We don't need too much of this. Again, this is just an aftershave balm to soothe, to smooth the skin, to fill in some of those fine lines and wrinkles, but most of all to really allow the senses to take in this wonderful scent. Beautiful. And we're just applying this to the skin. Perfect. You're doing very, very well. And the skin of the neck, down to the jawbone, around the cheekbones and cheeks. You're doing very well. Perfect. And now you're both looking and smelling extraordinary. Everything complements. All of the scents, the sandalwood, the mandarin, the musk, everything is working together in concert to achieve a mixture of scents which some might call indescribable, undefinable, an aroma which is temporal. It's in the moment, but it is an extraordinarily pleasant aroma. Now, for the final step, to finally smooth out any fine lines, wrinkles. You don't have any, but this is the purpose of this particular cream, as well as to introduce vitamin C and antioxidants into the skin and just soothe and hydrate. We offer our premium moisturizing cream. This, again, just as with everything, has been created especially for us. And just a bit is needed. And we'll apply this to the skin. This is a largely unscented cream. We don't want to overcomplicate the matter. After all, we don't need to overcomplicate the matter. You're doing very, very well. You're doing very, very well. And we're focusing on the neck and the jaw, and then up to the cheeks. Perfect. And just allowing that to fully absorb. Now, I'm going to turn you around once more. There we go. And again, just working the shoulders a bit. Getting any remnants of tension out. Feel free, please, to admire the handiwork in the mirror. Yes. You're looking extraordinary. And your skin is practically glowing. Yes. Wonderful. And now down to the arms and the biceps once more. Perfect. Excellent. Now, let's just do a quick trim of the hair and a cleaning up of the back of the neck. First then, I'll be utilizing just the comb and spray bottle to make the hair a little bit more manageable to work with. So, there we go. Yeah, perfect. Good. Good. Perfect. Just working that into the scalp. Excellent. Very, very good. Very, very good. Now, we're not doing anything absurd. We're not doing anything revolutionary. We're just going to be, there we go. Doing a bit of trimming, a little bit of cleaning up to ensure that the hair is looking its best and that your whole style is as clean and well executed as your shave. And we're just focusing around the ears now. Just around the ears. Perfect. You're doing very, very well. You're doing very, very well. Perfect. And I'm just going to turn you around so once more you're facing me. Just cleaning up around the top, around the fringe. Perfect. And now back around once more, and I'm just going to fully clean up the back of the head and neck. Good. Focusing on ensuring everything melts perfectly. Hold still for me, please. Wonderful. Very, very nice. You are looking extraordinarily dapper. The final thing I wish to do, I just want to clean up the back of the neck, okay? So we're just going to use, again, just a little bit more shaving cream, and we're going to shave that for you, alright? Wonderful. And again, just to the back of the neck. Very good. Perfect. And now just shaving that. You're doing very, very well. Just keep everything nice and tidy. Down near where the neck meets the jaw on either side. Excellent. Excellent. As simple, as precise as that. And now just briefly cleaning up. You're doing very, very well. Perfect. And finally, we're going to administer some wonderfully refreshing arrowroot powder. Arrowroot is a safe alternative to talc, and so we utilize it in place. Still just as effective at wicking away moisture and just providing that perfect send-off for a very excellent shave. And now just brushing that over the neck. Perfect. Perfect. And with that, we have concluded your luxury hot towel shave here at the Lilac Lounge. Of course, we thank you ever so much for your patronage and support of our barbershop and the salon. We hope and know that we have met your expectations and hopefully exceeded them. Wonderful. You are looking fantastic, okay? You are looking incredible. And, well, if I looked as excellent as you do in this moment, I would be thinking to myself that there was nothing that I couldn't do, that I could do anything that I wanted to, and I would have so much incredible confidence. There'd be no stopping me. The world would be my oyster. So, with that, go now. I send you out into the great wide world to make your mark even more so than you already have, with the confidence of an excellent shave, a phenomenal haircut, and the relaxation, the lack of tension, the clear mind to make incredible decisions, okay? Wonderful. Thank you again so much for visiting our humble little shop. We do so appreciate it, and we look forward to your next visit. Remember, the reservation will be mailed. Wonderful. Thank you so much, and I will see you again whenever you require our services. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.